Jeff Greenfield, as I mentioned, has a special guest on Capitol Hill. He is Senator Tom Coburn from Oklahoma, a Republican who has successfully and effectively reached across the aisle. Jeff?
Coming here.
Hi, Katie, thank you. Senator, you're known as one of the more staunch conservatives in the Senate. What did you think of the speech today by a man who generally thought of as a progressive?
Oh, I thought it was great. I think Barack has all the qualities we need right now to be a great leader. I think he outlined where our problems lie and offered hope and solutions for them. And he talked about us in terms of confidence and what we can do, what we've done in the past, and how we've come from the past and solved big problems before.
One thing that he did in the days leading up to the inaugural was to do a lot of outreach, bringing Pastor Rick Warren in to do the invocation, who is an opponent of same-sex marriage and abortion. Is that kind of outreach, does that say something to you and your colleagues who are very strong on an issue like abortion?
Well, Barack is a very open and considerate individual. He's a good friend of mine in the Senate, and I think he's just being him. I mean, what he wants to do is lead the whole country. He don't want to see this as Democrat Republican. He wants us as Americans to get ahead, and I think everybody, no matter what your political persuasion, want him to be highly successful in what he's attempting to do.
Well, that's interesting because Rush Limbaugh, probably the most prominent conservative commentator in America, said just a few days ago, "I know what he wants to do, and I don't want him to succeed." Are there among some conservatives feelings that if he succeeds, that's bad for our movement?
I don't think so. I would differ. First of all, I'm not sure he knows what he wants to do. Rush doesn't. What he wants to do is to get us back stable economically. He wants us to advance in education, which we haven't. We need to. And his ideas are pretty open. We label people. We label him a progressive. We label him as the most liberal U.S. senator. But I found every time I worked with him that he had tremendous common sense, and he didn't abandon his principles to embrace mine, and I don't think he'll do that. And I don't think conservatives have as much to fear as they think they do from him being a president.
One last thing. The numbers we're hearing, hundreds of billions of dollars in government stimulus of one kind or another. As a conservative, does this bring you up short when you hear what kind of commitment of public money may be going into our economy?
Yeah, I'm very worried about it, not just in terms of the total amount of dollars, but that the dollars aren't going to be effective. And if we don't get a return for the dollars that we put into a stimulus package by actually getting something that we would have had to have gotten anyway, it's not going to work. And so what we have to be about, and remember, this is all borrowed money. We're stealing this from 2 generations from now to help us get out of a problem. And the last stimulus package, which I voted against, didn't do any good. My hope is they'll change some of this as we go forward.
All right, Senator Tom Coburn of Oklahoma, thank you.
Good to be
Katie,
with you, Jeff.
Back to you.